in the course of the work that you have done, have you come to form an opinion as to whether gay people have been historically the subject of prejudice and discrimination?
Yes, there have been certainly points in history where that has been true.
Let me use your word of durability. Do you believe that children are advantaged by increasing the durability of the relationship of the couple raising them?
Yes.
And do you believe that the durability of the relationship of a gay couple is enhanced by permitting the gay couple to marry?
On that variable, yes.
And you believe that allowing gay couples to marry will increase the durability of those gay couples' relationships, correct?
Okay, I'd say yes.
Okay. And increasing the durability of those relationships is beneficial to the children that they're raising, correct?
On that one factor, yes.
Okay. And is it the case that the number of children being raised in families that you describe as the norm was decreasing significantly before there was any gay marriage in the United States?
It was decreasing.
Is it the case that love and commitment are the reasons that most people give for wanting to marry?
Today, probably yes.
Indeed, you have seen studies that indicate that, correct?
Yes.
And you have not seen any studies that indicate the contrary, correct?
Correct.
And do you believe that love and commitment are reasons that both gay people and heterosexuals have for wanting to marry?
Correct.
This is a statement of the American Psychoanalytic Association. I want to direct your attention to the position statement issued by the American Psychoanalytic Association, approved January 17th, 2008. Do you see that? Titled Marriage Resolution?
Yes, down here.
And let me ask you to look at the marriage resolution. It begins, whereas homosexuality is a normal variant of adult sexuality. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any reason to disagree with that statement?
I would prefer to have a working definition of homosexuality here, but I have no basic problem with this.
The second statement says, whereas gay men and lesbians possess the same potential and desire for sustained, loving, and lasting relationships as heterosexuals. Do you see that?
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
The next statement says, whereas same-sex couples are raising children and have the same potential and desire as heterosexual couples to love and parent children. Do you see that?
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
If you have a single parent, your view is it doesn't make any difference whether that single parent is a male or a female, correct?
Correct.
And your opinion is it doesn't make any difference whether that single parent is gay or straight, correct?
Correct.
My question is it your view that because something was the norm in the past, it should be continued in the future?
Okay, now I'll answer that question. Shall I answer it?
Yes.
Okay, not necessarily.
Okay.
Just because something is a norm doesn't necessarily mean it is an appropriate norm. And it has to then be reassessed in the contemporary context to see if there are good reasons why that norm should remain.
We talked earlier about the fact that gay people have historically been subject to prejudice and discrimination. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Now, it's the case that women have also historically been subject to prejudice and discrimination, correct?
Correct.
And the prejudice and discrimination against women, like the prejudice and discrimination against gay people, was often justified by religious assertions and beliefs, correct?
Sometimes it was, yes.
Often it was, correct?
Often it was.
And the discrimination and prejudice against women was also often justified by the argument that it promoted or protected the traditional family, correct?
Yes.
And various racial groups, including blacks, have historically been subject to prejudice and discrimination, correct?
Correct.
And that prejudice and discrimination, again, like the prejudice and discrimination against gays and lesbians, was often justified by religion, correct?
Correct.